Hi, I'm Nicole Feliciano, editor of Momtrends, and today I'm going to talk to you about my review of the Stokke Tripp Trapp. This is a high chair that's made entirely of beechwood, so it's a very, very green high chair. I first learned about them about 4 years ago when my daughter was ready to sit at the table and join us. And one of the things I like best about the Stokke Tripp Trapp is that it does scoot up right to the table as opposed to traditional high chairs. It doesn't take up a lot of space in your home, and it's a very social way for the child to eat and get used to utensils and manners and all of those good things. And then when my younger daughter was ready for a high chair, I contacted Stokke to try and get a new Tripp Trapp, and this is going to, I'm going to show you what I think of the new one. Not much has changed. They have updated the colors. This is the new gray color. It still has wonderful adjustability. You can adjust both the height along these ridges here and the depth. You can scoot it, the seat in or out. It took me about 20 minutes to assemble. I do love that it's flat packed, so they're very green. When it ships, it's quite a small package. And I would suggest tossing out their Allen wrench that they send and using a better Allen wrench, because there's a lot of things to tighten on the model. So I used my husband's bike tool to assemble the Tripp Trapp, and it made it much easier. So what you're going to need to do is probably put your baby in it and make sure that they can put their feet flat on the footrest when you're assembling this, and then move it up and down accordingly so they have a fair amount of comfort. It's a very simple design. It was designed in 1972 in Norway, and not much has changed about it, which I love. So I think that they get the occasional new customer because it's got such great word of mouth, but the things last forever. So I've had the other model for 4 years, and it's in perfectly great condition, and I could probably pass it on to a friend if we ever decide to start putting her in a grown-up chair. Safety-wise, it does come with a 5-point harness, and the harness is one thing that has changed from the earlier model that I had. They have updated the harness system. I think it's a little bit safer. It does come over the shoulders, and my daughter can't get it undone, but I can pretty easily. So it's good that she actually stays in there. They have a bunch of new covers, which are very fashionable. This one is called the Tails, and it's got little kitty cats all over it, but there's very boy-like ones or gender neutral as well. And these can be cleaned very easily, and they make the seat a little bit more comfortable. Other things that I like about the Tripp Trapp is it's so easy to clean. Again, it's all beechwood, but it wipes down in an instant, and there's not a lot of little crevices, unlike a lot of high chairs where food can get trapped. On this, it's pretty much either going to fall on your child or the floor. So cleanup is fairly easy. And again, you can see how I can scoot it right into the table. So my daughter, I just set up a placemat, and she can join us at the table. A couple other notes about the Tripp Trapp. It will hold up to 300 pounds. Not that I weigh close to that, but I'll sit in here, and it's going to hold me just fine. And again, I did mention that it was beechwood. It comes in 11 colors. The classic Tripp Trapp is going to cost you about $250. The trend, which are the newer, trendier colors, are going to be a little bit more. You could be paying close to $300 on those. But again, this is an investment that will last you 2 children and maybe another generation. You might be giving this to a friend when you're ready to give it away. So I highly recommend the Tripp Trapp. It is a great product for a family that wants to dine together and really cares about the environment and their children.